on Facebook Live. I'll let everybody get in. I will do a quick intro just in case you don't know who I am. I am Dr. Carrie Burrows. I've got my PhD in nutritional sciences. I've also got my degree in kinesiology. I was a former fat girl. I used to weigh well over 225 pounds, and I lost 100 pounds, and it took me a year to lose it. Health and fitness has been my life for the last 20 plus years, and I've been helping thousands and thousands of people get into shape and living their optimum lives. So I'm here tonight. We're going to talk about why people are fat, why you're struggling. I'm here to answer your questions if you have them. So this is an Ask Me Anything night. I want to hear your questions, what you're confused about, myths, lies, propaganda, marketing hype, whatever you have, let me know. I'm going to go through a couple things to let you know what my Breakthrough Academy is all about, because I get questions all the time. What exactly is it? And I'm also going to go over some things that you should be doing right now to change what you're doing so you can start to see some results. So before I go on, let me know if you can hear me, because last week we had some technical difficulties. So if you want to give me some thumbs up or leave me a comment that you can hear me, that would be great. I'm going to be checking questions here as they come in as well. So as you have a question, let me have it. I want to hear it. So let me see if you can hear me. Give me some thumbs up. We're good? We're good? Am I getting thumbs? Okay. No thumbs. All right, guys. I'm just going to let everyone get in here as it's coming in. Thanks for joining me tonight. Good stuff. All right, guys. Share this broadcast, because I'm sure there's somebody that you know that maybe is not feeling so great about themselves, not feeling so great where their health and fitness is at right now, looking to make a change, maybe has been misguided with a lot of misinformation or marketing hype. There's a lot of hype out there, whatever the diet flavor of the day is. So I would love for you to share this broadcast and maybe inspire or motivate someone to make a change in their life. And we can knock out some of those myths so that you are not struggling and you are getting off the struggle bus right now. All right, guys.
You ready for questions?
I'm ready for questions.
Lisa McInnes.
Yes.
Hey, Carrie, this is my third month, and I'm wondering how to get my calcium to stay out osteoporosis if I can't drink milk anymore.
You know what? Great question, Miss Lisa. Thanks for asking that. So almond milk is actually really fortified. It has more calcium than dairy milk. So you are good to go right there. Also, your dark leafy greens, and I know you're getting a lot of dark leafy greens, so that is also fortifying your calcium. We want to look to real food to get our nourishment and to be fed. So if your calcium levels are bottoming out, then it's time to look for a supplement. But I think food should be your first choice. And if you're doing almond milk, which is a great substitution, dark leafy greens, you're getting a great amount of calcium. Excellent question. Thanks for asking.
Great, sounds great.
Okay, good. Yay.
Good. Good. We got Darren on, Deb McGill, on.
Hey, Tron. Thanks. Hey, Miss Karen. Hey, Deb. Good to see you guys here. Thanks for joining me. All right, guys, if you have questions, let me know. I'm going to get started. I'm going to go over a couple things. I know that everybody knows how to lose weight. You all know. If I asked you on the street, if I asked somebody in Michigan, I have asked somebody in Newfoundland, in China, if I said, how do you lose weight? You would tell me exactly how to lose weight. And you'd be right. You'd be right 100%. And the thing is that you're not doing it. That's where this falls apart. So you know, you have the knowledge, but you're not putting it into action. So that's where it falls apart. So why is it falling apart? You know, a lot of the times it does come down to doing the work. And there is so much hype out there, and these companies are putting out all of this propaganda that you can do something in 7 days, or you can take something, some kind of new ginkgo bio, OMG, super rare fat loss formula. There is no such thing, and you know there is no such thing, but you still buy into that, and your hope is so high, but your real expectations are so low because you have done it before. And I've been getting so many questions lately from yo dieters, and I think so many people out there have been on a diet since they were 16, and this process keeps continuing. The thing is that when you do that, you start to wreck your metabolism. It doesn't know how to work properly because It's up, it's down, it's up, it's down, or it's good day to Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday you blow it to smithereens. So if you don't get out of these habits, and these are habits that are not serving you well, if you don't get out of them, you'll never get off this roller coaster. And the thing is that it takes time to build back your metabolism. A lot of people, when they're in our 30-day challenge, what are we going to see the results? Well, the thing is that your body has to build back trust because you have betrayed it. You have betrayed it 110%. You have thrown caution into the wind and said, I'm going to go extreme. I'm going to go juice diet. I'm going to go pill popping. I'm going to go and do whatever the flavor of the day is. And you've terrified your body and it stops working at its optimal level. So you have to rebuild back that trust. And I'm here to say there is no glamour in losing weight. So if you are on Instagram or Facebook and you are seeing some 25-year-old shredded abs, glistening, beautiful hair, perfect skin, it is photoshopped and they are 25. So let's just get that into reality, okay? The thing is that when you do these things to yourself, you have to expect a certain outcome. Like I said in my last live broadcast, if you eat soft, squishy, and greasy food, you will look soft, squishy, and greasy. There is no way around it. These food manufacturers make these foods so you keep craving it. You see, this is a cycle. This is something that you think, I'm going to only have a handful of crackers. Well, then the box of crackers is gone, and I'm only going to have one Oreo. Then a sleeve is gone, or Girl Guides, or whatever the case may be. Because there are so many chemicals and so many additives. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not here to be like, I'm a Birkenstock wearing, let's love some trees kind of thing. But I'm saying that these processed foods are not doing anything for you. You will never get to your goal by eating crap. And that's the simplest thing. And when you tell me, I just can't make these foods and I can't do this, that's a work ethic problem. It's nothing else. Because if I told you to do something else that you really wanted to do, you would do it. And that's the simplest, basic reality of it all. You have to want to wake up and be comfortable in the skin that you're in. And I can guarantee that 90% of you aren't. You wake up and you wish that you woke up and it was a different body. But you did these things to get to the body that you're in. So now you have to go back and undo these things. But if you keep doing things week after week, weekend after weekend, summer after summer, this compiles, like this gets worse. And as you age, like I said before, it gets harder. It's no joke. It gets harder. Things slow down. Injuries accumulate. You get tired. Your energy isn't there. Like you have to do the work. And I wish that I had some kind of pixie dusted answer for you. And I wish that it was. But if you've done the damage, you have to do the work to get back to where you want to be. There is no quick time solution. Eating real food is not punishment. And I think that's something we have to get our heads around. It's not punishing when you have to go and eat real food. It's not a punishment. And if you think like that, you'll never get out of this cycle. You'll never have the breakthrough that you need to have. Alcohol is a big one. Everyone says, well, in my 30-day with you on the 30-day challenge, can I have alcohol? Well, the thing with alcohol and the thing with sugar and the thing with crackers and bread and everything else, you're looking for a sensation. So what is that sensation? Something is missing in your life that you're looking for a quick fix, an immediate high. So what is it? I want you to evaluate and kind of go back through what's going on in your life that isn't 100%, because a glass of wine, a box of cookies, all of those things are not going to fix it. It's going to make the problem so much worse. Okay, I'm going to take a time out. I'm going to check if we have any questions. Let me know if we have any questions. We're good?
A lot of people say hi to them.
Okay, let's see. All right, I'm just refreshing. If you have questions, I know I've said a lot in the first bit. Let me know if you have questions. If anything I've said has rung true to you, I want to know about it. Okay, guys. Hey, Romina. Hey, Kelly. I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks for joining me. I really appreciate it. Share this broadcast, you guys. I'm sure there is someone there. Hey, Jill. Thanks for coming. All right, guys. Yeah, you guys, that's a great point. You guys, my Fit Fam, my Breakthrough Academy people, I would love for you guys just to give a quick message here in the chat about your experience and your results. Yes, question?
Do you still sell your protein powder?
I do still sell my protein powder. CarrieBurrows.com, you can find my protein powder. But I'm going to say this though, guys. I have a line of supplements, and I developed that line because I wanted something that was on the market that was what is in the label is in the bottle. And that's not necessarily the case with a lot of supplements on the market today. I wanted something that I really liked, that I would enjoy. And I don't sell the supplements because supplements will never be a solution. So I want you to eat real food. That is the solution. Like, that is 100% the solution. You know, and I think the big thing here is you have to recognize when you self-sabotage. And if I asked you, where are things going sideways, you could probably tell me what happens. Where are you self-sabotaging? And not only with food, where are you self-sabotaging in other places in your life, right? Those are some things to ask yourself. The other thing is that a lot of people say, well, I couldn't work out in the summer and I couldn't do this. And it's always going to be an excuse. There's always going to be some reason why you're going to wait till next Monday, or you're going to wait till after something's happening. And my question will always be, if not now, when? Is it going to be, does this have to be something when you get a health scare, when you get told, hey, you have diabetes, or hey, your knees are blown out, or whatever the case may be? You know, and it's a quote I heard a while ago, who has to die so you can live? You know, like, let that sink in for just a second, you know, and as moms, we are busy, working, overstressed, overtaxed, overwhelmed. But if you don't take care of yourself and your cup runs empty, how can you pour into others? Well, I think that's a thing that you need to think about. You can go to all of these practices and you can overschedule, overwork, you can do all of these things and neglect yourself. You're never going to get a badge of honor to say, hey, guess what? You did everything, and now you are a shell of a human being, you are unhappy, you are depressed, your hormones are a mess. You get nothing from that. And it is not selfish at all to take care of yourself, because if you fall apart, who takes care of everybody else? Who? Yes, question.
Can I order from Canada?
You can order from Canada. Yes, you can. Yes, we do ship to Canada. Yes.
Mindy Ritchie said, I feel amazing from doing your program.
Oh, Mindy Ritchie, I am so proud of you. You have had incredible results in the last 30 days. I am so proud of you, my fit friend. Awesome, you guys. If you have questions, let me know. I've got my question readers here at the ready. The other thing I want to say about with moms, because I know that moms and grandmas and other busy people like you guys struggle with this whole thing of balance. And we really have lost sight of this whole work-life balance. I don't think there is such a thing because you give so much. But I think we have lost track of longevity. Like, you're like, right now I'm going to go. I'm going to grind. I'm going to burn out. And then I'll figure out the weight loss thing. And then I'll figure out how I'm going to get down to a size 8. And then I'm going to figure out. There might not be a then. And that's the reality, because if you keep running this race, this pace, you know, I want you guys to stop believing in all of these patches and potions and drinks and pills and things that you're doing that just don't make sense. You're smart people, and I don't get when people tell me they went and did this extreme detox, or they bought these pills, or they're drinking some drink. There is no magic drink, my friends, because there isn't. You know, I've got science. I read science every day. There is no magic solution. The solution is you need to eat real food, you need to move your body, and you need to drink water and sleep. So there's 4 things that you have to do. Where are you falling apart? If you don't make the time now, when will you make the time? When you're 65 and everything is gone? Like, you're so hurting because your bones and joints, because your muscles have atrophied. And I want you to, you know, from a self-esteem perspective, you know, when you wake up and you don't wake up and love getting dressed and taking on the day, that's a problem. You can fix it. You know, and I think that we give up this control of, oh, I'm a mom now, or I'm too busy, or whatever the case may be, that I'm okay with where I am right now, and you're lying to yourself. You're absolutely lying to yourself. Okay, we got a question?
Do you think there are additional challenges for those of us who are middle aged?
100%. As we get older, our metabolism slows down. So I'm living that. I'm in my 40s, you guys. So I've noticed what I used to be able to eat, 5 years ago, I can't eat now. How I used to work out 5 years ago, I can't do now. So as we get older, we have to get smarter. We have to get ahead of this before we get under it. So as we get older, the thing is that with aging, middle age, if you're not eating the right foods, your hormones just go nutso. And everything that you can do to control your hormones and get them back to balance is you should be doing 110%. You don't want hot flashes. You don't want, sleepless nights. You don't want all of those things that go along with it because you can help prevent it.
Around your home.
Yes.
You had a choice and want to make the best one to kickstart your metabolism for the day.
Yep.
For breakfast, would you choose a healthy protein shake or an egg veggie omelet, or is there something even better?
You can't go wrong with either. So whatever time permits, whatever you choose, both are great choices. And so you don't get burnt out of one or the other, I would rotate them. You have a lot of options. I like protein shakes. I'm not a big breakfast eater. I'm not one of those that enjoys to sit down or whatever else. I like having a shake. That's when I have my fruit in the morning with my shake and I get those options. I like that kind of portability. I can make it and go 1 cup mess. But I will say, I'll eat eggs at lunch. I like doing like an egg scramble or like egg salad in a wrap, lettuce wrap. So I kind of mix it up. And you have to do what works for you. And that's the problem. All these people buy into these diet programs and they eat foods they don't like. They restrict their living. They think of this lack mentality when it's not the case. Our program is designed so that you have options. If you want to eat breakfast for dinner, go on, get it. If you want to eat your lunch from day 2 on day 5, you can do that. We have to think of that we have options, not that we have restrictions.
I'm so thankful for you and your wonderful program. Real food, real results. It doesn't get any better.
Oh, Miss Crystal, I love you. Thank you, girl. So proud of you guys. Yes, Miss Brittany.
I turned 50 this year, and this program has radically changed my life.
Yay.
I can't wait to keep up with the pace of the exercise. I'm serious, but I try, and it works.
Aw.
They will never be able to hear that, so you might want to talk.
Okay.
We'll go in there.
All right, guys. Yes. Another question?
Andy Carter, Chapman, do you think there are additional challenges for those of us who are
Asked, yes. Asked and answered. All right, guys. Hello. Hey, Deanna, are you in there? I know you said you had trouble getting on. Great question, Tron. Thank you, Crystal. Angie, I got you. So Lisa turned 50 this year, and she is down 20 pounds following our plan. That is amazing and great, but she followed the plan. She had a plan, and she followed it, and that's kind of where things go sideways with a lot of the things that we do. We think we know, and we think we know how to count points, and we think we know the calories, the fat grams, and things like that, and we wing it. And when you don't have a plan, you kind of get loosey-goosey with things. You get loosey-goosey with how you're measuring things, or you're getting loosey-goosey with how, okay, I gotta stop saying loosey-goosey, right? Come on. You get loose with everything because you don't have a structured plan. And until you hit your goals, I think having structure is necessary. Flexible structure, but structure, because, I'm the same. Guys, I battle this all the time. I'm an emotional eater. I eat for all the emotions, and I'm happy I want to eat, and I'm sad I want to eat, I'm mad I want to eat, and I'm frustrated I want to eat. I have to keep that in check. So I could bounce back to 225 pounds, no problem. This is a daily struggle for me. I have to talk myself off the ledge all the time. And when you guys come to me and say, I really love macaroni and cheese. So do I, okay? I really love garlic bread. Same. It's not like I stopped loving this stuff, guys, but I will tell you 110%, the little bit of struggle to get the weight off is a little bit of struggle. The maintenance part of maintaining your weight is so much easier. It is so much easier. I will tell you, get to maintenance, and you're going to be fine because you learn things along the way that you never want to go back. We keep moving forward. You don't want to go back. And that's the part. This is mindset, guys. This is all mindset. Your mind has to be strong. Like we said the other day, your body won't go where your mind won't go. So if you give up after 1 or 2 reps, or if you give up after doing 1 or 2 things, or if you give up after 1 or 2 days because you don't want to cut up some lettuce, that's because your mind doesn't want to go there and you've let it go. So you have to be disciplined with anything in life. You can't walk into a new job and say, I'm going to be the CEO. No, you're going to start as whatever. whatever, front office or whatever the case may be. You don't walk in as a CEO. Same thing applies to weight loss. You don't say, I'm losing weight today, and think that you're going to lose 30 pounds overnight by doing nothing or eating a salad. You don't eat one healthy meal and then poof, pixie dust, you're changed. All right, question?
Karen Berger Lovelace, how about menopause and how it messes with us?
Oh, Karen, menopause. Goodness sakes alive. Menopause is the devil's work. I'm just saying. Menopause is awful. For some people, and some people, they get through it just fine. I will say that you have to be diligent. You have to be on top of your health. Because if you have your body's going through so many different changes, and if you are putting in all of these crappy things, it is just going to put crap out. And I can tell you time and time again, when clients come to me, they are in menopause, and they're saying they are having these extreme afflictions. It's because of what they're eating, 100%. So you can control a lot of the outcome by eating real food, moving, sweating, getting that going, sleeping when you can, getting the proper 7 or 8 hours of sleep, and drinking water. So can you get ahead of it? You can. And days are going to be awful, and some days are going to be fine. But you can get ahead of it, and that's the good news. The stronger you are in it, the stronger you will come out of it. So, but I will say, your metabolism does this. It is not kind. It is just absolutely not kind. So the better you are with everything, pulling it together, like you have to think of this. This is a project with anything. The weight loss is a project. Menopause is a project. So how are you going to project manage the situation? Are you just going to be like, whatevs, I'm going to do whatever I can? No, you're going to say, okay, I need to get this much water. I need to eat this much today. I'm going to make sure that I'm not going to eat ice cream or whatever your trigger food is, because it sets off that chain reaction. So I think that when you put all of those pieces together, you get the best looking puzzle you can absolutely get. But you have to get ahead of it, right? Like you have to do the work. So great question. I'm with you, my friend. We are going to stay on top of this, and you will get through this. Question? No? Okay. All right, I'm going to keep moving on. So I wanted to talk about sugar. And I know a lot of people get very defensive of sugar because sugar is the nicotine of our generation. Let that sit there with you for a second. You have all been brainwashed to think that gummy snacks and applesauce things and fruit cups and sugar and juice boxes are fine, and it is not fine. You are disciplined with your children. You need to be disciplined with yourself, right? So you have rules at home that, you need to brush your teeth before you go to bed. You need to put your shoes away. You have to do the same thing with yourself. You have to have some discipline. And I want you to know that when you take in sugar, even if it's just a mouthful of whatever, jam, ice cream, whatever it is, it sets off a chain reaction in your brain. And that's why you keep craving. So when people come to me and they say that I just got all these cravings, it's because your blood sugar isn't stable. Once your blood sugar becomes stable by eating real food, you don't have those cravings. You just don't. You don't crave the things you used to crave. When you were on the roller coaster, my fit friends can chime in and preach the choir about this. When you used to eat crackers and bagels and whatever else, you were always craving those foods because you were on that sugar high and you needed another hit like a junkie. And that's what it is. You become a junkie and you start to worship these foods. And it's sad. Like you put so much value. I just need this glass of wine. Or if I could have just this ice cream or brownie, I would be fine. That's all I need to calm down. That's what junkies say. Junkies say the same thing. If I could just get another needle, if I could just get another hit, I'll be able to make it through the day. So sugar does the same thing to you. Look at those smokers that are so addicted to smoking. That nicotine, what it does to them. So I want you to be so aware. Cut out the sugar. You don't need it. And I will say, here's pro tip. From all my friends that are eating grapes and things like that, sugar is fructose. Fructose is sugar. It has the same effect. So don't say, well, I've had a bowl of strawberries and then I had a pound of grapes and then I had a banana. That's a ton of sugar. You don't need that. You don't need it at all. And don't say that you need the fiber or whatever else. You can get that stuff from other places. Question? No? We're good? Okay. So the other thing I just wanted to cover was that I want you to be honest with yourself, because I think a lot of us kid ourselves into what we're actually doing. Are you really giving 110% in your workouts? Are you really making sure that your meals are balanced? I think we lie to ourselves a lot of the time saying, I eat healthy all the time. And it's you pick and choose when you want to eat healthy. You know, when you're maybe in a social situation with other people, you'll have the salad, but when you go home, you're going to have the mac and cheese because you made it for everybody else. So that goes back to being disciplined. You know, you have to be disciplined and you have to have that structure. You guys, you have to want this. I can't want it more for you than you want it for you. You know, I can tell you 100%. If you join my Breakthrough Academy, I guarantee you, you will get results. You will get results. You follow the plan. We do functional workouts, and they're progressive. They are designed to get you results in a short amount of time. There's no like 7-minute abs or, you know, all of this nonsense. It isn't. They're 30-minute workouts. Commit to 30 minutes. You know, the food is real food that you get at a regular grocery store. You're not having to go to Whole Foods. You're not going to find something in the Andes Mountains that is so rare that some monk had to pick for you. So it's real food, it's real fitness, and it's real support. I will tell you, you guys, if you want me to do your diet for you every month, it's $500. If you hire me as a trainer, you know, it's a lot of money. You get me for $45. You get your questions answered. If you wanted to go to a nutritionist and ask your questions, you're looking at $200 for them to just to discuss something with you. So you're getting all of this wrapped into one. And I'm so passionate about this. This is my passion project because I want to change the world. I want you guys to not believe in the lies and the hype. I want you to know truth from lie. I want you to change your life so that you never go back. You don't have to suffer. You don't have to have, I wish. It's now, look at me. I did this. You did the work. So this is why I'm doing this. This is why my Breakthrough Academy was developed, because you will have a breakthrough in the 30 days. I promise you will have a breakthrough. You'll look at food differently. You'll look at fitness differently, but you have to dial in. You actually have to use the program, 100%. You just have to use the program. Question?
About proportions, when eating the dessert jello, is it a 1 cup proportion or is it a 2 cup?
So with the sugar-free Jell-O, they have the already portioned out for you. If you're making it at home, a 1 cup serving will do just fine. Yeah, just fine. Great question, Jill.
It's a very scientific question. I don't know if you'd be able to answer it properly. It has to do with Hashimoto thyroiditis. Okay. I didn't know whether you'd want to actually look at it more deeply.
Okay, let me see. Let me pull up my screen, my fit friends. If you have any other questions, let me know.
It was Bev Norberg.
Okay. Okay, I see Tranya has a question about cheese. So dairy is the devil. Let's just start with that. Dairy is the devil. We are not designed to have to ingest another animal's milk. Okay, dairy causes inflammation. So your bones, your joints are sore and achy. If you've got anything going on internally, it causes inflammation. So if you have anything, it will aggravate it. So that's why no dairy. I love cheese, friends. I love cheese. I could eat cheese every day, all the time. But I don't, because I know how it feels. You will be bloated, you will hold water, you will be achy and sore. So I'm sorry, Tron, I know. There really is no substitute for cheese. It's better just to get rid of it. There is vegan cheese and almond milk cheese. I don't think it melts the same. That's a personal preference, but there are dairy-free options, so if you want to try them. Hey, Brenda. Good job, girl. You got your water in today. Excellent. That is excellent, excellent. Yes. Hey, Sally. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for joining, buddy. Okay, I'm trying to find the question. Hey, Karen Van Mill. I'm going up. Thyroiditis. Okay, Bev Norberg. Yes, so Hashimoto is a different beast in and of itself. Again, you want to support your thyroid. You want to nourish your thyroid. You want iodine-rich foods to support, seaweed, kelp, leafy greens. The thing is that a lot of us will, this is going a little bit off topic, but a lot of people will gain weight because they're yo-yo dieters or binge eaters. And then they want to say, it's my thyroid, my thyroid's gone janky. And you will go to the doctor, you will tell them the symptoms, and they'll say, yep, it is your thyroid, medication. So the thing with medication, like thyroxine and things like that, is that your thyroid doesn't get better because you're not doing anything. You're suppressing it with that medication. You're not doing anything to help it heal and to help it work. You're just putting a cloth over it and saying, oh, well, you want to have food, let food be thy medicine. Let food be thy medicine. That's why I got my PhD, you guys. Let food be thy medicine. I don't want you always looking to prescription. There is a time and a place 100% for prescription. But if you're looking for these quick answers and you haven't done the work beforehand, and this is not for you, Bev, but this is for just in general, a lot of doctors are very busy and they only have so much time, and they will look at your symptoms very quickly, and maybe your thyroid is on the low end, but it's not on the extreme low end, and then you get put on prescription medication. And the thing with that is your thyroid doesn't get better, but it becomes more sluggish. They have to keep upping your medication, so then it just stops. It just kind of like it putters out. So look for foods that heal, foods that nourish. We are overfed as a society, eating too much, and we are undernourished. We're not getting the foods that we need. But I will send you more of a detailed answer, Bev, for your daughter on the Hashimoto's as well and the thyroid. Yes. I feel good about gluten-free. How do you feel about gluten-free? I think gluten is another one because gluten, this is a twofold answer, so bear with me. I think that our wheat is completely different than it was 30, 40, 50 years ago, and that's why people are having gluten intolerances and you're reacting. So if you eat a sandwich, you're getting distended, you're getting cramping, you're getting diarrhea and things like that. So our wheat is farmed differently. That's why we're having this insurgence of problems and health issues. I think that if you are buying gluten-free products, you're opening yourself up to a whole other mess of chemicals because the gluten is stripped, but they're putting other things back in. So there are some products that are great gluten-free replacements, but they still have sugar, they still have fat, they still have carbohydrates. So what have they taken out and what have they put in? Like, you have to find that balance. There are some good products, but if you're buying gluten-free cookies, you're getting sugar, you are getting fat, you're getting processed, and that is not going to serve you well at all. So a gluten-free lifestyle is great, but replace those gluten products like your pasta, your breads, your things like that with real foods. Okay? Good. Okay, next question.
What is your take on
So this is a little bit of Pandora's box, and people get very passionate about this. I'm fine with artificial sweeteners because, simmer down before you get crazy. I like Splenda. I don't like stevia. I don't like the taste of stevia. I think it tastes like black licorice to me, and everybody has a preference. I don't think you should consume a lot of artificial sweeteners. I have read the research. I continue to read the research. I think the research is skewed on both sides. I think that the whole sugar industry is very skewed because of what they want you to believe, and the sugar producers, again, whole other topic. But I will tell you this is a personal thing. If I am having a bad day and I am struggling and I think that I need something sweet, I'll probably go have a Diet Coke because it takes the edge off for me and it gives me something, okay, it buys me some time to make a better decision. So do I drink Crystal Light or things I put in my water? Yep, I 100% do. And the thing is that I'm fine with it because I color my hair. That is way more toxic. I use body lotion, 100 times more toxic than Splenda or sweeteners. Makeup is very toxic. So I know people like to pull out their pitchforks when people start talking about sweeteners. And you can 100% have an opinion on it. And if you are somebody that suffers from migraines or other issues because of sweeteners, don't use them. But don't condemn those that do use them, because I am educated. I have read the research. It's fine for me and my body type. I have no issues with it. I don't get sick or whatever. And I do it in moderation. I'm not drinking a dozen Diet Cokes a day. I'm not eating a pack of gum a day. Things like that. It is in moderation. You know, when I drink water, you know, it's usually water with lemon. But sometimes I really want iced tea. So I'll do a Crystal Light peach iced tea, and it's every once in a while. But again, it's moderation. Don't pull out your pitchforks. But you know what? If you guys want to have an informed opinion, read the research, because it is there. You can read both sides of it. But also read the research in hair color, in skin, in body lotion, in sunscreen, in makeup. It is so, so, so toxic. It doesn't come close to what you think sweetener is doing. Okay. So that's my stop on sweetener. Next question.
Aaron got excited because he said
Diet Coke.
Zoodles for the win.
Zoodles, yes. Hey, Christine, I'm so glad you're starting tomorrow. Good stuff, you guys. And that's what it is, guys. Like, you have to have, there are some things I am hard and firm on. You know, the dairy is hard and firm, because I've seen you know what? You get off dairy for a couple days, you watch. I guarantee you stop having dairy, your stomach goes down, the bloat goes down. You feel better. You're not as distended, or you're not like hurting when you eat. Your joints, like your knees aren't as stiff, your elbows aren't as stiff. You have better mobility because it's not clogging it up. So that's one of them I am hard and firm on. Also, the gluten. You know, I don't see the value in the bread. I love it. Let me tell you, when I was 225 pounds, I would sit and eat a whole loaf of bread with butter. Whole loaf. Not a little. I would eat a loaf of bread by myself with butter. Don't take me to the Olive Garden. No, because I will start singing like a crack addict when they bring the breadsticks. Not even joking. So I don't even go into those situations, because I know my willpower will be tested, and I just don't like having to struggle like that. So that's why, you know, I try to eat at home as much as I can and take out those triggers. If you put yourself in those situations and you don't have the willpower, you're asking for problems, you know. And I don't want, you know, the other thing is that don't give into this social pressure crap of eating. You know, when people say, one thing I am hard and firm on is food pushers. I don't have time for food pushers, or people that are overweight and miserable, and you are on a healthy lifestyle, and they say to you, oh, come on, what's one bite? Or you don't eat donuts anymore? Or what's wrong with you? You can't have a glass of wine? You know what, guys? I can't stand it, because if you were to turn around and say to somebody that was overweight, what's wrong with you? You put that donut down right now. All H would break loose, right? Am I right? Can I get an amen in the comments on that one? Give me some hearts. It is such a role reversal. It is such a bias, and it's not fair. When you are trying to do well and you have all of your coworkers that are food pushing, or your family members, and they see you're climbing that ladder to success, and they are the crab in your bucket trying to pull you down. And they know donuts, cupcakes, wine, they know that you're going to sweat. And they do that to you intentionally, and then they make those slide comments of, oh, what, you're on a healthy eating plan now? What, you can't have that? Oh, you're going to live your life and not experience anything? Guess what, friends? I know what cupcakes taste like. I know what donuts taste like. I'm sure I'll experience it again. For right now, it's not. But I'm telling you, if you turn the tables and you said to somebody that was overweight or going downtown with a Big Mac and fries, say, hey, why are you eating that? You're just going to get fat. You're going to keep getting fat. They would lose their mind, and everybody around them would lose their collective minds, right? So that two-sided makes me crazy mad, crazy mad. Give me an amen on that one, people. I'm preaching to the church right now.
Amen.
Lots of amens.
Preaching.
Karen Lovelace has a question that's near and dear to my heart.
Yes.
Any advice for binge eaters, or have binge eating sufferers had success with this program?
Yes, so my beloved Tim Burrows has lost quite a bit of weight on our 30-day program. Binge eating is a habit, guys. It's something that you do, and it's habitual, because it's a mindset. Again, I don't want to keep saying it, but it is a mindset thing. When you binge, you're looking for some kind of satisfaction, because you said to yourself, let's just use Monday to Friday, because I've gotten a lot of questions about this week. I've been so good Monday to Friday, and then I let loose on the weekends. The thing is that you think, I've been deprived all week. I've been deprived all week. I've been so good. And then on the weekends, you just like, Okay, I'll clean it up on Monday. I'm always starting a diet on Monday. I can clean it up on Monday. And you might have had success in the past, right? Like, oh, I know how to lose 5 pounds. Well, then your body stops losing those 5 pounds because you've beat it up, because you've abused it, because you have done this up and down, up and down, up and down. There has to come a point in time that you draw that line in the sand, right? And it is no more because it is not serving you well. Like, you know, you are beating yourself up mentally, emotionally, and physically. So you have to get to that point that there is no going back. You know, food is nourishment. Food serves we have put food, like, and these foods that we start to worship, we've put them on this pedestal. And that's, what is it, idolizing fake idols, or it's awful. You guys, when girls' night out is centered around going to have wine and relaxing from a hard week, okay, go reevaluate what's going on in your life that you need to go drink a bottle of wine, okay? When you need to go and you can't stop eating certain things, you have to take them out of your life because you will binge on them. You know, if you bring it in the house, you will eat it. I guarantee you, this happens for me. You guys, if I know, if I bring a loaf of fresh bread home, I know I'm going to eat it. So I don't bring it in the house. I'm not going to put myself through that because then I'm going to go, I'm not going to waste that money and I shouldn't throw it out and I shouldn't waste food and people in other countries are starving and why would, like, this whole cycle goes on and on and on and on. So I don't buy it. Don't buy these foods. Don't do these things to yourself that you are triggering this self-sabotaging behavior. You can be, the other thing is that, you know, when I'm here in the kitchen and it is late or I think that I'm hungry, you know, and I've told you guys in the MBA, you saw my video, I've told you this, guys, 100 times. If you're not willing to eat a salad, you are not hungry. Done. So if you're not willing to eat a salad, and if after the salad, then you still want to eat something, okay. But if you're not willing to eat a salad first, you are not hungry. You think you're hungry, you are bored, you are tired, you are trying to fill time. You are not hungry. Binge eating can stop 100%. You know, it is win by win. Like Minji Ritchie said, moment by moment, meal by meal, chug of water by chug of water. And Miss Karen, you are in the best spot. We are going to support you 100%, 100% for the next 30 days. Question?
Is honey a no-no?
Honey is a no-no for now. Honey has great nutritional benefits. It is still sugar. The body still treats it as sugar. Again, I think that when people say, I just need a tablespoon, I think people have lied to themselves what a tablespoon actually is and what it looks like, right? So for now, on our 30-day plan, there is no honey. We do phase it right in a little later, but for now, until you get to some goals, there's no honey. That's right, Jill. Boom. Boom goes the dynamite. That's, you know, like when you go into a 30-day detox program, if you're an alcoholic or a drug addict, whatever, you don't celebrate your 30 days of sobriety by going to have a drink, right? Amen, people. Preach. Preach. Amen. Drug addicts, you don't celebrate your 30 days of being clean and sober and dry and whatever the case may be by going and shooting up. It's the same thing with food. Food has the same effects. You guys, when you go in like, I got to have that brownie, and you have it, and then you're like, ugh, it really wasn't what I thought it would be, you know? And to go back to the wine, like wine, y'all get crazy about wine. I don't know what it is. Thankfully, I don't have a taste. I would rather eat those calories. I would rather eat my bread than drink the wine. But with the alcohol, like you're looking for sensation, and like the medication, when you start to drink every night, just a glass, your tolerance builds. So that glass that you used to get a sensation from doesn't do it. So you need another glass. And that sensation doesn't do it. Then you need another glass. And then you're drinking a bottle. So your liver is taxed. All of your organs are taxed. You are hungover. Your metabolism is in the mud. So you're doing the same applies to food, you guys. The same thing applies to food. So you are doing this to yourself. You have to decide to stop abusing yourself and stop beating yourself up. You know, if you've had some bad things happen and you are in a dark, low spot right now, food will not fix it. Food will never fix the situation. Food will not fix depression. Food will not get you out of a dark spot. You know, you have to do the work to get out of that, you know, and it's all of these little things that get you out of that dark spot. Question? Food will put you in that hole, friends. It puts you in the valley.
Cindy Holt, irritable bowel syndrome takes a toll on the body, so everything I put in my body or pay the price. That's how you can see
Yes. IBS in the house. Miss Cindy, I've had the awful symptoms of IBS. That's a great question. Yes, you do have to watch. And I think that those people that probably do have IBS that don't know they have IBS and they just keep eating bad, poor food, it's, they're hurting themselves. I went for so many years and I just thought I had gas and I went to the doctor. I thought I had indigestion. I thought whatever. Well, my gallbladder was wrecked. And the typical thing for a female fat 40 is getting your gallbladder out. That's the typical, that's what every G fat, and I was female. So I've lost my gallbladder, so I can't process fats properly now. So, I did that to myself, and I still suffer from IBS because I have to watch everything that I eat or I will be doubled over in pain because I did this. I was reckless with what I was eating. I didn't care. And because I was so sad and depressed because I was at a size 22, I didn't know there was a way out, so I kept eating. I did that. I have got the stretch marks that are a daily reminder of what I did to myself. I've got the scars from my gallbladder surgery as a daily reminder. I did that. I could have not, and that's why I get so passionate about this, you guys, because you can stop right now. Stop. Stop doing this whole good Monday to Friday. You're a wacko on the weekends. Stop doing this. Stop beating yourself up. It is not punishment to eat healthy. It's not. If you stop thinking like that, your life will change. 100% will change. Questions?
No question. We've got a lot more comments.
Okay, guys, we are wrapping this up because I've taken a lot of your time. Thank you so much for joining me. I want to let you know what my Breakthrough Academy 30-day challenge is. You get your weekly meal plans. You get recipes to go with those meal plans. You get a daily email from yours truly. You get daily motivation and support. And you get daily workouts, real workouts that get you to your goal, that you can do at home, no excuses. You're not driving to a gym. You don't need fancy equipment. You don't need any supplements or anything like that. It's real food from the grocery store. It's real workouts you can do in your kitchen, in your living room, in your bedroom, at any time of the day. So if you are a shift worker, no excuses. You can do this. You get an email from me. You also get an online community of our fit friends. And I will tell you, I've been doing this for 20 plus years, you guys. The support of the community is hands down what will get you across that finish line. Everybody that participates in our Facebook group 10x's their results. Wow. My friends that are doing, that are kind of a little bit in the group, that are not participating, that are not, interacting, they're not getting the results that those people that are putting their sweaty selfies up every day or showing me a picture of their lunch or their water bottle or whatever the case may be. It may seem strange or weird or whatever, but the more you are connected to like-minded people that are encouraging you to get to your goals, it's motivating, it's supportive, and it's inspiring. When you don't feel like doing your workout of the day and you see Mindy Ritchie, right, girl? You still here? You see Mindy Ritchie, sweaty, WOD done, workout, whatever in the books, you're like, okay, I can do it. I can pull myself together. I got this. That's inspiring. When you see someone that's made their breakfast or their lunch or meal prepped for whatever the case may be, you're like, okay, I can go and spend 5 minutes and make my dinner as opposed to going through a drive-through. Those things get you to the finish line. I've designed this program to get you results, hands down. I'm not doing anything that you can't do. There's nothing here that you can't do. I've priced this so low, you guys. There is no excuse. You've paid more for a dinner out at P.F. Chang's or Cheesecake Factory than this program. I guarantee it. So the price is going up in the next couple days. So if you want to get in now. Head over to mybreakthroughacademy.com. Everything is there. All of our great FitFan testimonials are there. You can see some amazing before and afters. These are regular, everyday people, working people that have busy, crazy lives, that have kids, that have schedules that are insane, that are shift workers, that are busy people. They're not people that are just staying home, making meals and working out all day. They are busy working people. If you guys have questions, I'm going to sign off, but if you have questions, leave me a question below. I would love if you could share this. Give me some hearts and likes. I really appreciate you. Oh, I got a question?
Crystal Dyer in the group wants to read that.
Okay, hold on. Crystal, I'm reading your question. Hold on, I got to refresh my screen. Okay. It's coming. Yes, Crystal, 17 pounds, 18 inches gone in 30 days. Boom, goes the dynamite. Yes, girl. And hubby is killing it too. He has had incredible results. You know, that's the other thing. If you have support, I know sometimes if you're a wife and your husband isn't on board because they like pizza and they don't want to disrupt their routine, you have to run your own race in this, okay? You kind of have to put a little bit of blinders on. And I know, I've got 3 kids. I don't want to make 10 different meals. Trust me, I know. You know, you have to have a sit down. If it's important to you, it has to be important to your family. You know, you have to explain it. It can't be like, oh, mom's on the latest diet kick again, or we have to, you know, eat lettuce and boiled chicken. Explain to them, we've got great recipes and great food, and we're going to expand the palate. You know, I'm going to tell you this, guys. You don't want your 25-year-old, you know, in their first job or working, and all they eat is chicken nuggets. Okay, because you gave in and only served them chicken nuggets for the last 20 years. You don't want that. You want to expand their palate. You want them to eat real food as well. You don't want them to go through what you are going through right now. Think about that. The struggle you have, they will probably go through as well. Kids learn what they live. You don't want to do that to them. You don't. If you don't teach them good habits now about real food, real eating, exercise, movement, everything like that, you know, you really are doing them a disservice. You know, it's easy to be fast and quick in a microwave meal, but it is so much better in the long run. I'm getting off the pulpit on that one. I'm sorry, I went off a little bit. Okay, NBA 30-day challenge. You get your meals, you get your meal plans. Everything is there. You don't have to do anything. You get your daily workouts that you can do at home. No excuses. You get daily support and a daily email from me. Plus, you get our online community, which is invaluable. You have so many people in that community willing to help. We have some very creative fit foodies. I honestly can't say enough good things about it, you guys. If you have questions, please let me know. Share this broadcast. Please inspire somebody to get them out of that valley. Get them out of it, because you can do that. You can help somebody and change their life. It doesn't have to be bad. You can live a great, great, fulfilling, happy life. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. If you have questions, I'm always happy to answer them. You can find me over at mybreakthroughacademy.com. I'm always up to answering some questions. I'm going to be doing a next cooking video soon, so join me for that. Thanks for joining me tonight. I know we went over a little bit longer, but let me know if you have any questions and share this broadcast. And I love you guys, and thanks for joining me.